There we go. Now I can hear the music too. We are doing some laid back FTL tonight. Let me just sound check here. It's just a smidge loud. Just a smidge loud. Maybe about there. Welcome in. It's always a fun challenge when new chatter comes in. Pritzy PM or Pritzy Pim? How's it go? Okay, let's see. Why is my overlay offset? Gonna move things around a little bit tonight. No robot tonight. Unfortunately, no robot tonight. Did not have any kind of time this week to set up the boy. Okay, let's see. Here's my cursor. And doot. Bam. All right, let's play some FTL because it's been one of those, I would say one of those days, one of those weeks. I mean, a nice, relaxing game of peaceful cruise through the galaxy. Peaceful, that's what we'll call it. Oh, got something. One last thing. In fact, we're going to mute for this. It might be kind of scratchy. There we go. That, and it actually will make a difference. I added a little, honestly, it's a washcloth around the microphone, around the back of the microphone. I'm getting a lot of audio bounce off like my monitor and the wall and all that fun stuff. Pretty PM, honestly. Interesting to see. Oh, well, any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, let's see. Yeah, don't feel bad about asking any questions if you want to know what something does, or some things I can't answer, like why my hand tracking decides to, shove my hand up my armpit or through my head or something like that. That might be a little bit more difficult to answer, but we'll see what we can do. Okay. There we go. Okay. So yep. Sadly, no robot tonight. Because I just didn't have the time this week to finish the last couple of things that I need to do. His neck is actually installed. If I had the webcam, is the webcam in here? The webcam must still be in the workshop. If I had the webcam here, I'd just point it over at his headless torso. He's hanging out right over there. And yeah, what I need to do is I need to put the control board on top of the other control board, and then reassign which little connectors get hooked up to the servos to send the commands back and forth. But that is not something you do on the fly. Yeah. Because I have to adjust some things in code. I have to adjust some things physically. So it takes a little bit. And I just, very unfortunately, did not have the time. I was hoping to. But it has definitely been one of those weeks. Okay, let's see. I think my contraption here is in the way of everything here. Hold on. Put that there. Trying out some things to remove. There, that should help. To remove to better the sound quality by removing flat surfaces. Because I have a very resonant-y voice, and it just comes out bassier than I'd like on the recordings. So I'm trying it out. Let me know if the audio is balanced, like if the music's too loud or anything, especially. All right, let's get started. Not played FTL in a while. In fact, when I was setting the category, I saw no one's playing it right now. So guess what? Here we go. And we're going to start a new game. I don't even remember what we were doing last time. And of course, robot people. We got to be the robot people. Oh, and I will most likely need to move everything around. FTL, yes. Yes. This is an FTL and chill kind of day. Let's see. I was so close. It was a misclick. It was funny. Well, it would have been cutting it close anyways, but it was definitely would have had a better chance if I had just a smidge more attention. Using only drones, okay. Or with the Engi, I'm looking at the, oh, you know what? We can go up here for now. Okay, so what do we got here? We want the other layout because we just have the base unit here. Let's see, we got, I hardly lifted a finger with the NG Cruiser, let's call it NG. With the NG Cruiser, destroy an enemy ship using only drones, no weapons. Okay, we could do that. And have 3 drones functioning at the same time. What's the one we did unlock? Have 4 enemy systems or subsystems ioned at the same time while using the cruiser. We did do that. And you only need to unlock these on easy. Defeat the flagship with any layout of the cruiser. Yeah, we didn't do that. We didn't do that. Okay. So here we got El Nub Nub. Okay. I remember that some of these were chosen by backers. I think this was a Kickstarter like eons ago, or maybe proto Kickstarter. I don't know. So some of the characters, like I assume Chris Mallet, he was probably a backer. Let's see, Mort Raven and El Nub Nub. We are definitely keeping El Nub Nub. And we are using the advanced edition content. And let's go. I'm not going to read all of the flavor text, but we'll probably read some. Can we go back in the... Yeah, let's see if we can go back here for now. You don't need to see my systems. To start off, the data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. Those are the good guys. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Tip: doors. They exist. Okay, let's see. We got someone in engines, someone in weapons, someone in go. I'd say that's a good layout. Let's get this charged up, and I think we can leave it just like that. You always want to make sure you can get to where you want to go. Let's take the long way around. Oh, yeah. So how's everyone doing today? Tonight, time zone? Ooh, this beacon has been built for a nearby civilian space station. No one hails your ship. And nothing happens. You arrive in the middle of a plasma storm. Despite the harsh conditions, a rebel scout seems to be waiting for you. Ooh, I will be a pause champ as always. Okay, what do we got? We can't do much here, can we? I guess we can sacrifice the shield. Oh, I don't... We can't do anything. We can't do anything. Oh, man. Yeah, we're just going to run from this one because it's going to take 2 power for the... You know what? No, we'll just run. We'll just run. Because we're going to need the... Yeah, we're going to need all the help we can get. Doing just fine. Completing some drawings for an animation. Ooh, cool, cool. What kind of animation, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what's it for? And it's certainly going. How's Monday's? Monday's stream was pretty good. If you check the Discord or the socials, you'll see we had quite a fun. We embraced the scuff. We had some fun. Got some stuff. Got some stuff coded up, and in the game engine, the environment, and had a bit of chaos. We created popcorn chairs. By popcorn chairs, I mean I figured out how to duplicate objects, or well, not really duplicate, instantiate objects. I was using it to duplicate, testing out the physics and all that fun stuff. So when I hit a key, a chair would fall down from a point that I specified, and it would fall down because of gravity and the physics settings on the object, and then they'd collide with the other ones. And by after a couple minutes, I had a mountain of chairs filling the office and then overflowing the office. It was a good time. It was a good time. I did forget to hit the go lives. Forgive me, just a smidge here. Ooh, oh, and I've got my own audio going too. So not only did I forget to hit the go live, also, I didn't post anything today about this. Oh well, it was definitely one of those days, one of those super busy kind of days. Oh really? It's not even gonna give me a card? There we go. Fighting the coaching army of office chairs. I uploaded the short like the next morning. So we do have a YouTube short, which you can find with this handy dandy link. There, that should about cover it. We can get back to my own Discord here, which I suppose we could also throw out an invite link. And there we go. If you're not already, we do have a Discord graciously provided, hosted by Dead Sun Prime, another fine streamer. The space that we have for myself, Rootsy Collins, and Dead Sun Prime, of course. And yeah, you can follow along with the progress on the Rusty Robot Factory project, which is the robot itself, the physical robot, and also the game environment, which we've making pretty good progress on. Pretty good progress. I think I'm pretty much ready to bring it all together and make it official. I mean, it's still going to be full of testing and stuff and everything, but we're going to bring the factory environment and bring the space station programming chaos environment into a fresh project. So we're not bringing any of the code remnants and whatnot with us, only the stuff we know works. And then we will proceed to make it a mess all over again. Yes. Okay. It's not going to work so well with chat sitting up there, is it? Won't be able to see our lovely crew members above my head. Let's see what we can do here. Maybe lower you guys just a little bit. There. We'll give that a shot. And we'll get back to the game. Before this turns into a just chatting stream. Catching back up. Ooh, a music video for a song you like. Cool. Ding, ding, ding. There we go. Okay, sorry. I had to make sure my mobile dashboard was being mobile and a dashboard. Okay, getting back to the game after a minute here. Okay, I'm not going to read every single attack stream, but we'll read some of the interesting ones, the flavor ones even. And who knows, maybe we'll find some characters we like. And we'll give them a little bit more story, a little bit more backstory. And my mute button does work, so that's nice. Little spring allergies up here in the Midwest US. Oh no, whatever will we do? The rebel drone is attacking our doors. Not the doors. Yeah, the ship is really good at, especially in the low levels. You go through drones quite a bit, but, yeah, the ion blaster is just, chef's kiss. Investigation. More loot. How many missiles did I have last time? I had a ridiculous amount of missiles. Oh, the weather's been great, but allergies. Yeah, so as far as Midwest goes, or as far as the US goes, I'm pretty far north. So we're just having the tree leaves budding out. But no, the temperature's been nice. Nice this last week or so. Windy, super windy. But yes, I am allergic to, like mildly allergic, just enough to be annoying. Allergic to certain types of trees when the leaves are budding out. And also some ornamental trees that are in the city. But I don't live in the city anymore, so all those ornamental trees, I don't know, ornamental crabapple and all that kind of stuff. Some of those I am just very allergic to. And by very allergic to Claritin will take care of it just fine. So I'm not like, I don't need to keep an inhaler on me or anything like that, fortunately. Oh, this beacon was placed too close to a supergiant class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of here or die. A pirate, apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun, moves in to engage. Well, fun thing about that, yeah. If we wanted to, we could like just disable their oxygen or their engines or something. Just let them suffer. But we're nice folk. Oh, and sometimes my hand tracking. Ooh, that is an interesting username that got banned right off the bat. We need to put a little bit more energy into our power. So we don't have to shuffle things around quite so much. Ooh, you know what? We're gonna do a peaceful run again because it's very profitable. They offer you some of their cargo if you let them live. And the game keeps track of that. I always thought that was interesting, that the game... Oops. Man, we gotta run, we gotta run. Let's go to this place before the distress, just in case we took some damage. Oh, wow. Somebody's waiting for us anyways. Okay, we do need to do some repairs. But yes, the game keeps track of like whether you're peaceful or not, whether you accept the surrenders. And then it's kind of neat because some of them, they'll just surrender almost right off the bat. It's like your reputation precedes you. El nub nub. All right, let's see. Oh, because of the flare, we didn't have a chance to reallocate resources. And they are completely harmless. They're completely harmless because this weapon won't get through the shields, and this weapon will also not get through the shields. We could take them out and probably get some more loot, but pacifist? Not really pacifist, no. Okay, now ship time. My toddler's being a menace upstairs again. Fun little creatures. Okay, we want to make sure... Let's see, we got 87. I didn't see a store nearby. You know what? There's a store right there. We'll get just like one extra power, maybe. Just a little bit. And then we can go shopping. Then we'll have money to go shopping. Okay. Ooh, this is never a good thing, especially this early in the game. You find the source of the distress call, a small research station. It appears that a small laboratory fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. We could send our crew in a shuttle to help put out the fire. We could dock and try to rescue the survivors or leave. We're gonna dock. I do not want to lose anybody in a fire. I'm surprised there's not a blue option for having my robot folk help with that. Hey, you pull up alongside the station and cut through their hull. You're able to rescue a few survivors, but many more are lost. One of the survivors offers to join your crew and you offload the rest at a nearby station. Hello, Jones. Jones, would you like to operate the shields? You look like you would be a shield operator. And, well, first we'll do that. Repair some stuff. No sense flirting with danger quite that badly. I don't remember if the save positions was always there or if that was a later feature they added, but so much nicer than manually moving your dudes around all the time. And we got a lot of time. We had a lot of time in the very first sector. So let's go shopping. What do we got? Oh, too bad we can't get cloaking right off the bat because we don't have enough monies. Cloaking would be amazing this early in the game. Mind control, also fun. This place is amazing. All right. Ooh, flak gun or heavy laser. I'm gonna have to go with the flak gun. Right? There we go. All right. And we're pretty good on everything else. All right. That cost us most of our dollars. We'll call them dollaroos. trying to maximize, which is silly this early in the game, but you know. Ooh, they will no doubt warn them of our position. We could just flat cannon them, I suppose. The Steam page. Ooh, is it for this? That is one funny thing. I don't have any achievements for this game because my copy of this I got. Was it a humble bundle? It was either a humble bundle or I bought it directly, like as part of a backer thing. I'm pretty sure this was Kickstarted or something way back when. I don't remember, but so I have the standalone version of this with the upgrade. But no, this game is fun. It's fun. I played entirely too much of this at one point. Because you can just hop in. You can hop in and out whenever. As long as you're not in the middle of a battle, I think it'll save. Impervious to the heat. Oh, they hacked my weapons. Okay, that's actually not great. That is not great that they hacked the weapons. Hopefully I can get a few shots in. Ooh, a few shots in before they cause trouble. We're being hacked and they damaged it right away. It's okay. They might not last too long. They might not last too long. And we're golden. Oh, it's always good to attack the pirates. They might even surrender to us. They pull away from the planet and move in to engage. One pirate for a whole planet? Man. Gutsy. Oh, that's no good. That's no good. Let's take out their drone. We need an anti-drone drone. Otherwise, they're going to keep messing with ours. Oh. As long as we can keep their drone offline. The requirements are non-existent. This is a very old game, and it is not super resource heavy. I think I used to play this on a tablet PC also. Discount ends in 4 days. Is it a specific sale? Because it's not this. Because I noticed that some of the stuff I was looking at was on sale too. It wasn't a specific. You know, we're switching to flat cannon. We're gonna do some damage here. Let's see. Aim for the center of the ship. Kaboom. We got time. I believe there was a phone version. I could be mistaken. I might be thinking of a different game. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's some kind of I think Steam's been doing a themed weeks. Like there was a Cthulhu week or horror week and are we on Space Week? That might be what it is. With the pirates gone, you signal the station. We appreciate what you done, but there'll just be another ship looking to profit from our isolation soon enough. Sorry we can't give you more. You know, that's fine, that's fair. I mean, there's going to be a lot of ships here in just a hot minute. Now let's upgrade. Do we want... probably more engines. Well, we got the spaces for it at least. We got the spaces for it at least. All right, let's get out of here. I am looking forward to the summer sale. I have a shiny, new to me, and definitely not new VR set, and it's very exciting. It's very exciting. So I'm looking forward to any kind of discounts because it seems like none of those games are on sale right now. Well, a couple. I'm not gonna try playing like the super fast-paced ones because I do get motion sickness, but I haven't yet with this this headset. So that's pretty exciting for me. Pretty exciting for me. Next sector. Should we go to the civilian sector or the civilian sector? You know, this one has more green, so let's just go top route. But yeah, so if anybody has some VR suggestions, I'm just dipping my toes back into it. And one of the things I'm super excited to do is super excited to hook it together with my Unity project, so that I can not only have my avatar run around in the game environment, but have it be in VR. And I am still strongly toying with an adventure game. Like when I get just a little bit more game dev experience going here, making a short episodic series within the Rustyverse. Let's see. Hot dog, horseshoes, and hand grenades. I did see that. In the recommendeds. I'm wondering, I mean, I definitely have to start going through tutorials to figure out the differences between, the differences between programming like an FPS or a third person versus doing the same thing but for VR. Like the extra requirements that would go into it. Because I think there would definitely be definitely be a lot of requirements that would go into. Ooh, this is going to be an ugly match. And they offered to surrender immediately. This is working out really well for us. Oh, so one of the good things about Unity is that it there's like templates and stuff, like project templates just for VR, to get you started. And in fact, I used not one for VR, but that is how I started with my own Unity project for the streaming environment, is using the third-person controller. So that's why you can see me running around and swooping the camera around and stuff, is because I started with the third-person controller demo. Okay. Wandered my way around that and just kind of worked my way from there. Lots of rebels in this civilian sector. But no, it is one of the things I started writing for it, and it's definitely not coming soon. Yeah, the series is definitely not coming soon, but someday, I think that'd be pretty fun. Okay, they have no engines. We should probably take out their weapons, though. They're getting a little feisty. But yeah, if it's not too much difference between making like a third-person adventure. I'm not thinking like a Telltale Games. A little bit more game-like, a little bit more movement than the Telltale Games, but definitely more story-heavy. Not really puzzle, and not super heavy on the puzzles or action, but it'd definitely be a story-heavy episodic game. And I'm toying with a few different scenarios to see how I want to lay it out. Rusty will remember that. Yes. I did enjoy them. I didn't play a whole lot of the Telltales. But like Tales from the Borderlands was a lot of fun. And the humor was spot on. Although I did have once or twice, I don't remember if it was Tales from the Borderlands or one of the other, maybe the Walking Dead one, where I had a problem where took so long, for the little cinematic stuff that my controller shut down. And so I couldn't do the QuickTime event that popped up. It's like, are you kidding me? It was on like a 5-minute timeout or something for my controller. I forget what it was. 5-10 minutes. It was just that much cinematic and dialogue and before I did anything. So I just couldn't. Okay, my hand tracking does not like it when I wear a hoodie. There we go. Are we good? There. Rusty will remember that. Yeah, what was the one from Tales of the Borderlands? That was pretty funny. Loaderbot? Was it Loaderbot? Oh, the Sam and Max games. I have them. I have some of them that I got in some kind of bundle. Probably a humble bundle. I was horribly addicted to those. So I have way too many games in my Steam catalog. But I do have some of the Sam and Max games along with the Homestar Runner, which are no longer listed. Those games are no longer listed for sale. I mean, it's been a very long time. So, yeah. Oh, they've got a flat cannon. That's no good. That is no good at all. Oof. And there goes our drone right away. I guess Mort, you will be our savior. Yeah, we're not doing so good. I mean, the good news is if we have a drone here, I think I didn't spend any more drone parts at least. But there's that. Everybody is surrendering. This is awesome. This might be a quick run. Yeah, Sam and Max. Yeah, I forget what the Telltale Studios all did. I do kind of forget. Didn't they get absorbed into some other company not too long ago? I'm like within the last 3 years or so. Whether they got bought out or something happened. I know some of the IPs expired. Let's see. Oh, hacking. Hacking on the drone, of course. What do we do? Let's just flat cannon them. We'll go flat cannon and fields. Let's see how that treats us. Yeah, I think they were closing down for one reason or another, and then maybe a studio did buy them up and they got back in business. But yes, I'm totally fuzzy on that. I do not remember for sure. I'm glad that they're back if they are back, because there was something very, very unique about those games. And I'm sure they were not all winners, but there was something really, really unique and special about. I mean, it's a choose your own adventure. It's a choose your own adventure. It's well, with Sam and Max, it's like a point and click adventure almost. except taken to the next step, the next level, where you get cinematics and you can move around and everything too. But yeah, adventure. Not action adventure necessarily, but adventure. Oh, the outpost hails you after the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed nonstop by those scouts. Take this on the house. Protection fees. Since there are no stores nearby, let's get a little bit more power. Let's see what else we need. Don't want to overextend, but we did need a little something. Pirate ship partially crushed between two rocks, must be illegally mining the belt without proper equipment. We're peaceful. I think if you have there's a certain ship, or there's a couple different options with certain ships. I think if you either have the super shields, or if you're a rock cruiser, rock being the people's, a rock cruiser, I think you get a special option to just go in there and knock them out, knock them out of the way. Expose a mineral patch in the rock that reacts violently with your weapon. A shockwave forces you back as debris pelts against your hull. When you regain control, you find there's not much left of the ship. Oops. It's such a simple idea. Yeah, the Telltale games are such a simple idea, but implementing them in a way that makes your decisions feel like they matter is hard. And one of the simple, obviously, there's a story tree that goes along with it. I remember seeing like the flow chart for one of the games, and it was ridiculous. It was really cool to, like, a behind the scenes kind of thing. I mean, one of the easiest ways that they implemented it was the so-and-so will remember. Even if it has like very little impact on the story, it has impact on the player, because then you feel like, oh, I gotta pay attention. That was important. So even if it's just like a red herring, or the kind of bluffing, it makes you feel like it had impact on the story, even if it's just to let you know that, hey, you gotta watch out for that guy. They remember that decision there. I love the music for this. Fun thing about the music, because I looked it up on if you could use like FTL music in your normal streams. What was the license on that? Is it DMCA free or anything? The game music isn't. But the composer, any of his other albums that were not specifically for a commercial product, those he's okay with, at least smaller streamers using. So you just go, you buy the album, and then boom, and you put a little credit. Put the credit in your bio. Yeah, and it all has this feel. What else has he done? Well, he did the other game that's by the same company, Into the Breach. I should play Into the Breach on stream. It has been just long enough that I do not remember all the tricks to it, though. So it'd be like a first playthrough, but not quite. Oh, there's a star right there. The mech game. Yes. It was, if you remember Advance Wars from like the DS, the Nintendo DS days. Or, no, yeah, DS, yes. Or even the Game Boy Advance. I think the Game Boy Advance is where they had the first Advance Wars. It's basically a strategic rock, paper, scissors. Rocket launcher unit is good against tank unit. Tank unit's good against other tank unit, that kind of thing. So the one with Into the Breach is it's time-based. So you know what is going to happen on the next turn. I think it only goes one turn in the future. But you have to, lay out your strategy for your small handful of units based on that. Whether you're going to go attack another unit or protect a strategic point, or I think there was rescue operations, that kind of stuff. So there was objectives, and it was time-based, and you knew what was going to happen, and you had to plan your strategy around that. I don't remember if you could rewind time, or if that was only if you got wiped out. But no, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it's nothing like this, and so it's kind of interesting that they made that after this, but it was a lot of fun, especially if you're a strategy game junkie. I love the Advance Wars games, except for one of them. Did not. Oops. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, they knocked out my engines. So we'll just do that. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Yep, that's gonna hurt a bit. Let's see if we can race against the let's see if we can race against the clock. We need to go fix the oxygen before we destroy their ship, or they surrender. Usually though, they surrender when there are 3 bars left. I've noticed that. We might need to repair. Yes, Into the Breach was fun. I do have that one on Steam, so maybe I do have achievements for that. I'm not really an achievement hunter, but when they're there, when they're there, they're nice to have. So that is one thing. It's like, oh man, I don't have any achievements except for the in-game achievements. And this will be my 3rd time around trying to get those, because this is the 3rd computer that I played this on over the years. And I never carried my save file forward. This time intentionally. Last time, I think I lost it to a hard drive wipe, like a reinstall of Windows, and I didn't have it backed up because it's backed up in it's stored in a goofy spot, like under your user directory or something. Let's go sideways. We've got time. We're in the early levels. Okay, they have a drone. I think it's an anti-drone drone, so that's unfortunate. Anti-drone drones are not my friend. New computer in the near future. Wipe the slate clean or try to port everything over. So you would try to port everything to a new computer? And not just reinstall everything? Oh, I suppose you mean like just dragging like your storage drives and everything over. When I get a new computer, I like starting fresh, because there are too many very hardware specific things. I do have to say though, because I built this in summer of 23. Hey, what is that? What is that? The ship is on the verge of destruction. Life signs are fading quickly. We've got a blue option. That means it's specific to something you have, or like your crew's species. In this case, we have our Metabot, which is hiding below me. It's part of our medical system. You drag the injured and dying crew onto your ship. The Metabots help stabilize their condition, but most perish. Everybody almost always perishes so much. Is that how they justify only giving us one crewmate? The surviving Shields operator offers to join your crew and helps you strip their broken ship of scrap. That's a good amount of scrap, too. Okay. How is our Shields person? How was our shields person? Oh, our shields person's a human. Hmm. Yeah, let's swap them out. We'll put them on door duty. But yes, so I built my current desktop here in summer of 23. Yes, because it's 25 now. It's almost 2 years old. Huh. It was I was holding out for 40 series cards because I was going to do more getting back into the graphics stuff, the 3D modeling, the game engine stuff, all of that. My previous computer was at that time 12 years old when the power supply popped. I was like, you know what? It's time. It's time. So I set aside my lunch money and got the pieces parts. And I lucked out on the silicone lottery, as I call it, because I have an i7, so the Intel processor. No problems with it, like people have been having. And no problems with the power supply or with the GPU. Well, no, any problems I had with the GPU were definitely my own doing, usually with the Unity stuff. And very, very unoptimized code and testing. Though that doesn't seem to be a problem anymore. It doesn't seem to be a problem here. Oh, they have a nasty weapon. This weapon speeds up. It fires faster and faster with every shot. Not every shot that connects, just every shot. So it's definitely something you want to get rid of. Especially if your shields get damaged. It's great when you get this weapon for yourself, though. It's definitely great when you get this weapon for yourself. It's kind of the I win weapon. Oh, come on now. There we go. Okay. But yeah, so I won the silicon lottery on this computer, so that's nice. And I eventually got a new power supply for the other computer. Oh, I used that computer on my graphic design stream. Was that last Wednesday? Last Monday, last Wednesday, whichever one that was. I got the logo. I got the logo done. And oh, on Monday, one of the tasks on Monday's stream, so 2 days ago, I was going to make it 3D, making the logo 3D because I had the line art. You know, I did the line art all in Illustrator, brought it into Maya, and I'm like, wait, why can't I just make this? Why can't I extrude this? Why can't I make this 3-dimensional? And it's been a long time since I've done a logo in 3D. So I missed one very super easy critical step. So once I figured that out, it's like, oh, oops. Bevel. You just select the lines or the shape. Bevel plus fills it in, extrudes it to give it some thickness. So now we can easily bring it into the game environment. So we can have fun things like neon sign for the Rusty Robot Factory or the Trusty Robot Factory. The Trusty Robot Factory. Okay, we are $1 short. $1 short for cloaking. Okay, they're offering it to us a lot though, so we shouldn't have problems getting cloaking. But this is all we're getting? Man. Ooh. Super shield drone. I don't think I've ever used that one. You know what? We don't really have anything to sell. So I'm going to still save up for cloaking. Wow. 27 fuel. That is amazing. 27 fuel, we have tons of resources. I guess this time around at least, the easy option is actually easy. He says right before it probably all goes to hell. Yeah, probably. Okay, we need one more of those, one more of those. Now, if we have 2 more weapons, we could have both weapons going at the same time. Theoretically, we could have 2 weapons going at the same time. Let's go make some more people surrender. Let's go make some more people surrender. Pacifist run, right? Oh, there we go. Demand the surrender. Speak and ye shall receive, right? Or something like that. Seems to have refitted for transport. Does not want to engage. Well, you know what? We will see. They could have just surrendered. Okay, let's get a combat drone. Let's get their shields down. Start picking away at their engines. Ooh. Good thing we added that one to that one. Oh, we're gonna be paying for this. We're gonna be paying for these goods. I hope they are worth it. Because that missile's tearing through us. Oh, and welcome to the ad break if you are an enjoyer of ads. Actually, if you're an enjoyer of ads, you can't hear what I'm saying anyways. Here's one of the things in starting... Ooh. That's nice. One of the things in starting streaming is I did, at least these last couple months, I did pony up for Twitch Turbo. How much power does a... 7 shots. Wait, what is it? It only requires 3 power? That is really nice. Only 3 power for a vast improvement. We're not. There we go. We could have all the flat cannons going at the same time. That'd be amazing. Okay, and on that note, we could use another power. Let's get out of here. Oops, we didn't repair anything. We've picked up a refugee ship drifting through the system, no doubt fleeing the Rebel Alliance. It doesn't appear to have detected you or is trying to avoid notice. Hey, they're relieved to hear from you. They're running low on supplies. They suggest a trade. I would love this trade. Drone for missiles? We're not using any missiles. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get out of here. NG controlled or Rebel controlled? Let's go to the NG homeworlds. Classic game is classic. Welcome in, Mega Mocap. You know, when I was typing in the category on my dashboard, one other player right now. But yes, do love this game. I did it a nice easy win, or not easy win, easy game when I'm comfortable with. The robot's not quite ready. Not quite ready because it's just been such a busy week. It has just been such a busy week and month, really. Yeah, we're halfway through the month apparently. But yeah, no, there's not enough time to play with that, and it's just been a hectic day. Oh, and my little one decided to wake up at 4 in the morning. So it's been a long day. In fact, I think they finally went back to sleep too. First, you hated this game, too much RNG. I hadn't played a game quite like that. Well, I played it when it first came out, and I don't think I played a game quite like this at the time. We have no dollaroos. Yeah, I hadn't played a game quite like this at the time. I think the closest we get would be like some of the, like Master of Orion. I think you could customize your ship and such. Maybe not the first one. Maybe it was one of the later ones. Oh, drone versus drone. What'd they take out? They took out our cannons. Where's their shields? Where's their shields? You know what? What's a flat cannon? Flat cannon takes... doesn't say. Probably a while. Oh, there's definitely a lot of RNG. In fact, I think I played this before I knew what a roguelike was. Accept their offer. Everyone's surrendering to us in this run. It's great. We didn't take too much damage, and now we have a little bit of spending money for the store. 20-second cooldown. Yeah, it was a bit. I mean, understandably, it is a beefy weapon, and you can kind of tell if you look at the little charge meters down here. Like there's the flak 1, there's the flak 2. Okay, let's see. They keep... oh no, this is the crew teleporter. Ooh. We definitely do want the crew teleporter at some point too. We have choices. This is dangerous. I mean, we can sell probably the flat cannon. Yeah, we can sell that one for 30. Yeah, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Crew teleport. Oh, there's no way we can afford that yet. Okay. Hull repair is super useful. There's a hacky way to do it. One of the ship systems, and you get 3 ship systems. One of these right here, augmentations. There's a chance you don't use a drone. It's like drone retrieval or something like that. And so if you have that and you have the hull repair drone, you can kind of cheese, always healthy. I kind of want the ion bomb. I think we can wait on it though. I think if we're rocking 2 flat cannons, I think we'll be just fine. He says now. He says now. All right. You can get there from everywhere. We can get there from everywhere. Let's see how many pirates we face in this this particular zone. All who oppose the rebels will be punished. Okay. Oh, we don't have any money to spend anyways. Maybe it was a trap, just to see if you were really interested in the goods. Of course we're going to attack things. Everybody has hacking. Everybody has hacking. That is nuts. Okay, we're gonna test out this this high powered flat cannon, because we can wait out most of these guys with our shields. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Bam. The perk of the drone is that it gets of the drone ship, the auto hacker, if you will, is that it's spread out. The systems are spread out. So flat cannon's not super best. Still effective. Still effective. But no, this game, and have they made more? I'll have to look that up after stream. Unless somebody's really curious. Has this studio, well, do they still exist? Have they made more than FTL, its expansion, which we're also playing right now, and Into the Breach? I thought they did, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Yeah, Into the Breach was a lot of fun, and the difficulty definitely ramped up. And every, what were they? Were they companies, or I don't know if they were like businessy type companies or just groups, how they were distinguished. But each had such a different play style. Yeah, such a different play style. Ion Blast Mark II. Aren't we already rocking an Ion Blast Mark II? Are you faster than Rusty? Wait. Oh, we can cheese that. Wait, where is it? Is it this one? No, it's not that one. There he is. Let's see. You can go. There we go. There we go. Little flying rusty. I never made his contrail, you know, the exhaust trail. I was gonna have that be another animated emote that trailed after that one, so you could link them all together, kind of like a snake. They don't have a Wikipedia. How can they not have a Wikipedia page? This was like the game for a while. Mostly have prototypes. That is very surprising to me. That is very surprising to me. That they don't have more games. I mean, indie studio, indie game. I could see their next game after this, Into the Breach, being very niche. I mean, you have to like that style of game, like Advance Wars. And how very specific the mechanics of that particular one are. I enjoyed it. Mostly prototypes. It'd be neat to see like a collection of prototypes. Abandoned space station, free stuff. Yeah, you know, yeah, I feel like if they were them, you'd made a big hit, so you'd be happy with that. Kind of like the I mean, Stardew is the shining indie example, right? You do a thing, you know, you make it good. Obviously, there were many reasons why Stardew was as successful as it was, especially with the community involvement and working with community suggestions and such, and just being a fun game. But yeah, that one definitely hit big, but that's like the shining example of coasting on your success. Still waiting for the next game from them. The Haunted Chocolatier. You know, we have some more money to spend. Let's bump that weapon up a bunch. Yes. That whole transition with Harvest Moon to Story of Seasons was... I tried playing some of those. And granted, it is the type of game where you play one and you've kind of played them all. But if you like that genre, you will play it anyways because, you know, it's the same, but a little different, right? And I avoided, to be honest, I avoided Stardew for a long time because I knew it is crack. I remember how much time I put into Harvest Moon. I believe Harvest Moon. And then the Harvest Moon on the PS1. I forget which one that one is. Yeah, the later games were just not... You know, I keep meaning to sit down and play Rune Factory. I have it on the DS, or I have... Is it Rune Factory? One of them. I have access to one of them. I don't remember exactly which sequel it is. But, you know, that's another thing. It's like, oh, I like this genre, and it's just different enough being all fantasy-based and such. Of course we're gonna... You frown. Power up your weapons and prepare to engage the Mantis ship. Not today. We frown. It says so. It is telling us how to feel. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we have a defense drone now. Which we could honestly use. They don't have teleporters yet. Yes. Okay, let's do this. Where's the shields? Let's just do 2 there, 3 there. And let's see what happens. Of course it does. Of course it does. Yeah, we're gonna switch back to Ion here. Of course, their first hit just took out our took out everything. Ooh. You know, Nix, I did figure you for someone who would enjoy the Harvest Moons. One thing that bugged you with Rune Factory is that everything used stamina. It was more profitable to remember. Oh. Okay, the whole, like, stamina time management thing. That is one thing I remember really bugging me about the PS1 Harvest Moon. Was that... Which one was that? Was that Back to Nature? But if you wanted to, like, go to the mines, you had to devote your, like, whole day to that, or mushroom foraging, or whatever it was. And I think that's something that Stardew Valley kind of nailed, is that you could do more than one thing in the day. Now, that might have been after a number of revisions and feedback. But, yeah. Okay, let's see. We're still healing up. We're good to go. We have a store. We have dollaroos. A message arrives. Your scrap, ours, our weapons, for you. You're about to raise the shield when you realize it's just an engaged trader looking for a trade. I like that translation, though. Automatically put out fires through their ship. Oh, that looks handy. I'm surprised we haven't been gifted a repair drone yet in our finds. We have a Giles, and we have a Jose, or Joe's. There's no accent mark. Do we need more crew members? I don't think we even need more crew members. I mean, for once, this easy mode is actually easy. I gotta say though, I am saving up. I am saving up for that cloaking and teleporter. Mind control is also a fun one, so we will have to make sure we don't overexpand ourselves. Yeah, we'll just go with this. Save up for some. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to hit that distress signal. Haha, I am the dread pirate Tuco, prepare to die. I wonder if Tuco was a backer of the back of the game too. You know what? We don't want to mess around with Oh. Bam. There we go. We don't want to mess around with missiles. So, are you kidding me? Defense drone too. You had one job. You had... What? Oh my gosh. Defense drone 2 can shoot down lasers and missiles. So it is of course choosing the worst thing to... Jeez. I'm selling defense drone 2. That is absolutely useless. We have shields to protect against lasers. Watch this episode of Breaking Bad. We have shields to protect against the lasers. And they surrender after one hit. That is beautiful. Thank you, Tuco. Thank you, Dread Pirate Tuco. Now we have to repair everything. All right. That is disappointing. Disappointing, I say. I'm going to leave you here, Defense Drone 2. You don't get to follow us home. You had one job. You had one job. Is there a store I can sell Defense Drone 2? I think if we had our sensors boosted, this would... Oh, okay. Well, we got the salvage. It gave us the easy out. We should probably boost our sensors, though. You might need like sensors 3 or something ridiculous like that. Why does my arm keep shooting in the air? Come on, Leap Motion. It really doesn't like it when I wear a hoodie. Things that like the baggy sleeves or something. Which makes sense. I mean, it's trying to solve the joints and everything, so it just sees a big baggy arm. Continue. What do we got? What do we got? One drone for 5. I don't like that deal. I like my drones, but at the same time, nope, I like my drones. Oh, that seems like a really good deal. We'll take it. I'll have to do the math later. We'll do the math later. The NG homeworlds. And yes, I'm trying to remember to call them NG as an engine or engineer, and not NG, even though it's kind of spelled that way, because then we run into a GIF versus GIF battle. And I know which side of that battle I'm on. The right side. It's GIF. Doom, 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 doom. Hail the refugees. It could be a trap. It is not a trap. I don't want to sell all my drones. I politely decline. Okay, let's check and see how much a drone actually costs. Yeah, see, a drone costs 8, whereas fuel only costs 3. And we absolutely need drones. Absolutely need the drones. Okay, what should we sell? Are we going to sell? It's not even worth that much. We're going to sell it anyways. Okay, we already have an Ion Blast 2. We could really rock the house with 2 Ion Blasters, though. That would be... We're going to keep it. That would be really helpful. Oh, that could be really... That'd be a really good build. Because it requires 3 power. So we'd probably get rid of the smaller flak gun, maybe. And then rock 2 Ion Blasters. And then just slightly offset them. Because that would take down the shields instantly. Okay, what else do we have? What else do we have? Cloaking. We can almost afford cloaking. We don't want the clone bay because that replaces our medical system. Our medical system floods nanoparticles through the ship and heals everyone. Way more useful than clones. Though clones are super useful. Especially if you are you teleport your dudes onto the other ship to attack. Because you don't need to bring them back. You just let them do their thing. Okay. We have more stores. Lots of searching for ships. Good thing I just paid good money for more hull. In anticipation, we're going to max out our sensors. I think that will legitimately make a difference. Aha! Well, obviously we're going to use a blue option. Your crew member syncs with the comm unit to communicate with them directly. You offer your help in a summary of the ship's mission. They respond, our goals have analogous elements. However, not all available for disclosure. Discretion necessary. Yes. Secret technology stolen by Mantis. Implicit connection to rebels. Implicit. Tracked Mantis to hidden rebel base. Uploading coordinates. Added a quest marker to your map. However, tracked second ship to different base could calculate probability, but data insufficient. Cannot risk obvious rebel NG conflict. Also need time to acquire military ships. Assist in finding technology. 2 quests. And we can run more than one weapon. If I remember correctly, one of the times you go after a base, you can't. Because you are not powerful enough. Can we? We can. We can swing through and get everybody. Let's go shopping. It's not every time that you can legitimately get both. Defense drone 2, I don't think so. We learned our lesson. What is this? Okay, that's nice. You can change the damage. This one you get 2 missiles. 2 for the price of 1, as it says. I am kind of wary of not having any kind of missile or, you know, missile-based bomb weapon. I think we're good. One scout chip. Perhaps you should extract information from them. I bet they're going to power up their FTL. They have 2 drones? Oh, we get to see the charge on their weapons now that we upgraded our sensors down here. Exciting, exciting. And here's where the defense drone 1 would come in handy. Perhaps we should have bought it. Perhaps. Oops, that's not what we wanted, but let's power you down, power you, and you up. So we're gonna aim for the engines and the shields. See how that does. Ooh, they also have a defense drone too. I don't think we're gonna do it here. What? Goes crazy as in crazy awful. Oh, they are killing us. Well, the defense drone 2 can shoot 2 shots per round or whatever, but it kept shooting the laser. Oh. Oh well. Okay, we didn't get this guy, unfortunately. And we need to literally put out some fires. I remember not liking the defense drone 2 in the past as well. Or is it the combat drone 2? That might have been the combat drone 2. Oh, look at all these stores and everything. Yeah, it's just a shame I couldn't get the defense drone 2. There we go. There we go. Improved sensors. You arrive at a smoldering NG research station, its distress call unanswered, attacked by pirates or mantis most likely. There may be someone left alive or something else of value left on board. Run scan. Scans reveal the station's reactors overloading. Not only that, but an injured NG and a functioning drone schematic are still on board. There's not time for both. I mean, yeah, we saved the person. Because you know this drone schematic's going to be a defense drone 2. Hey, we have Noemi. Your away team heads straight for the NG and returns with time to spare. You put some distance on the station before it blows, and the NG is so impressed by your crew that they volunteer to join you. Continue. We have buckets of NG now. All right. Drone is always getting hit. The drone utilities are always getting hit. Let's go shopping. A laser charger. Okay, not as cool as the Vulcan laser, the one that keeps getting faster and faster. Oh, here we go. Explosive replicator. This one is amazing if you're doing a missile build, because they have a chance to not use a missile. I'm hoping we can find the drone version. Ooh, anti-drone drone. I'm getting an anti-drone drone. Anti-drone drone. Ooh, a drone scrambler is also a super, super helpful augmentation. A drone, yes. But I have an anti-drone drone. Okay, are we charged up enough? We got enough stuff? Because sometimes when you go on this find the base, find the pirate base or whatever, sometimes if you don't have enough weapons, you have to run away. Which is sad. Yeah, El Nub Nub. Okay, here we go. You arrive at the rebel bases that the NGs told you about. Apparently, plural of NG is NGs. It should be engines. It really should be. Or engine. Multiple NGs, like a ship full of NG should be an engine. Like a herd of deer is a deer, you know. Yeah. It appears abandoned except for one scout ship. Perhaps you could extract information from the... Didn't we do that one already? Were they both dead ends? And they're gonna run away too. There might be more to this quest. Maybe we were not meant to follow them. All right. Let's see. Where's their shields? Ooh, stop. I don't want to die here. Demand information on the stolen technology. Ah, so that's what you're after. Too bad you followed the wrong ship. The envoy that passed through here was a fake to trick fools like you. Now let us go. No, wait. You cut the transmission and continue the assault. Maybe they're bluffing. Maybe it's Maybelline. Come on. Oh, maybe they weren't bluffing. Yeah, El Nub Nub doing his job. Wait, was it? Who's on the Oh no, El Nub Nub is on the engines. Which we could probably boost the engines by now because our evade is not super duper. Oh, I misestimated just a little bit. We're gonna have I thought this was the exit. We're going in hot. We're gonna be going in hot to the exit, that's for sure. Uh-oh. They will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. They're gonna find my position real soon. Yeah. Yeah, real soon. We're gonna save our drones for now, I think. Because honestly, they're gonna escape anyways. Oh, maybe. We're doing pretty good. Black Cannon definitely pulling its weight. Now, they are definitely going to know about our position because we misjudged our spider web of travel routes. Yeah, we're coming in hot. Do we need more power? Let's do engines. And another power bar to go with that engine. See, at least we're not in the red. We're only in the, the runaway. So come on, FTL, let's charge up. Well, they got some big guns too. There we go. Next sector. Hey, look at us go. Rebel Stronghold or Uncharted Nebula. Uncharted Nebula always comes with electrical problems. So we're going to go with the Rebel Stronghold. You have to be very cautious in this sector. The rebels have full control and are no doubt looking for you. You. It's true. It's very true. We always want to attack the ships. Oh, except when they have giant missiles. Make sure we use the right drone and not drone. See, we didn't need those engines anyways. We didn't need those extra engines anyways. Investigate the station. And nothing. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, I wonder if in a rebel sector we won't find too many, rebel stronghold even, we won't find too many shops open, maybe? I never did look up the stats, like on what actually differentiates the sectors, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So I've been trying to think about, that's a weird phrase, trying to think about it. I've been thinking about what game I should play next. If I want to jump back to an older series like retro. Right now, I think I'm going to stay away from using an actual console and capturing that, because if I want the robot to be here, having another capture card being fed in is a few extra steps, and we're usually so pressed for time anyways for setting everything up. But I do want to play with actual old consoles soon, someday, maybe. I've been trying to think of what. I said it again. I've been thinking about what game or series I should play next. Should I play like a retro RTS or something like that? I do really enjoy those, and I haven't played them in forever. Oh no, we have an invader. Let's see what we got here. Well, anti-drone only works outside the ship. Let's launch a combat drone and get Black 1 and 2 running here. And just shoot for the center of the ship. Center mass. Drone won't work. You need an invader. I need an invader. The dueling invaders. There is the defensive drone on the ship. And then, I should say, you can get a defensive drone on the ship. And then also their drone got my drone. Wretched. Ooh, and who's dying? Why are we dying? Oh, yes. When there's no oxygen in a room, you have a hard time breathing. Because this little guy torpedoed right into the ship. Yeah, let's heal him up so we don't lose our dudes. Okay. Oh wow, automated defenses are doing just fine. Retro RTS. I mean, there's always Command and Conquer, like the original. And those are absolutely retro games by now. I mean, didn't Tiberian Sun come in like 2001 or so? Or Tiberian Sun 2 come in 2001, 2002? So they're all retro at this point. 20 years is absolutely retro. So maybe Command and Conquer. What else? I'm looking over at the shelf. I think StarCraft I would absolutely enjoy StarCraft, Brood War, StarCraft 2. But StarCraft has a very competitive, the ones who are still playing it, very competitive fan base. And I would be playing this for fun. I'd be playing it casually, a filthy casual. Ooh, a quest mark. Let's read the quest mark first. Transporting people, a hidden Federation base nearby. They can assist you more. Cool. Okay, let's go back to our spaces. So I was thinking that, or maybe not necessarily an RTS, but like a strategy game. I picked up a couple of my old favorites on good old games. You know, when you're spending like $2 for a game. $2, $3, it's like, yeah. And I believe they make sure it runs on modern computers. I did test out Theme Hospital. That's not an RTS, but it is old. And yes, they have the DOS box tweaked so that it'll run on a modern computer. It's very nice. How do we get there? Okay. So maybe Red Alert, Red Alert. Yeah, Good Old Games is great. I think it's funny though. Every time I buy something from them, we get an international surcharge on the PayPal or on the credit card. Because I think it goes through Poland, I think, or somewhere like that. But yeah, Good Old Games is great. I have so many games that I will never play, but they're in my library. So yeah, so maybe there's another cool one. Star Command Revolution. Star Command Revolution. It's not. Is it real-time strategy? It might be technically real-time strategy, but it's also like I bet it is. I bet it is. We might give that one a shot. I think that one's abandonware. So I think I found that on the interwebs. Total War. Ooh. I played many, probably thousands of hours wait, what? What? I wasn't paying attention to the flavor text. This is the final boss under construction. That is awesome. Have I ever had this encounter? Yeah, this is the secret base that we're getting intel. So maybe it's just a preview? Yeah, I wonder if you do get a bonus. I mean, that'd almost make it too easy, but at least you get a preview. You get a preview of what it would be. And we're gonna space these guys. We don't have maxed out doors though. So we'll have to see. Okay, they don't have like most of the things that make them annoying, like the missile launcher. Thank goodness they don't have the missile launcher or the drones. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Oh, actually, this one. They were able to get through. Okay. Scratch that. Plan B. Close all doors. And send back up. Oh, yeah, they definitely pack a wall up, don't they? Yeah, I mean, if I didn't know how to beat the end boss, I'd be plenty happy to get the preview of what they're capable of. I'm definitely reading the flavor text this time for when it does pass. Let's see. Ooh. While the second flagship was not yet finished, it doesn't make the battle any less of a victory, and you've crippled the rebel fleet's strength considerably. While you don't overstay your welcome, you quickly salvage choice bits of metal, drones, and even an unusual object or two from the wreckage and prepare to jump. Ooh, we got swarm missiles. Nice. Ton of money. A very nice sum of money, if I might say. And some loot. Oh, what is this? Oh, we've unlocked the Federation cruiser. I've played this before then, this mission. As you are leaving, you detect an interesting Federation ship signal. That's us, we're the Federation. Apparently the rebels were reverse engineering the advanced weaponry on a prototype Federation cruiser. You don't know how they captured the ship intact, but you program its FTL drive to return the ship to the nearest Federation base. You just hope it gets there unharmed. I mean, I would hope I'd put some crew on it. Here, have a random empty ship. The Federation cruiser has been unlocked and added to the hangar. I think the Federation cruiser is probably my second favorite ship. Favorite would most likely be the Zoltan cruiser, because you get the super shields. You get like 4 extra hits. Yeah, that's probably, I would have to say the Zoltan. One of the, I forget which Zoltan cruiser it is, but one of them. Definitely my favorite. Yeah. Just doing a sound check to make sure the music's not too loud. I do have terrible time audiencing the battle. Balancing the audio even. Did I mention I was up at 4 this morning? Alright, so we unlocked somebody. That is awesome. And we have a ton of money. We can definitely buy cloaking. We don't need no defense drone 2 and its crazy antics. We'll have cloaking. Assuming they sell it to us. The AI of a nearby small rebel scout immediately identifies you as a threat and engages. So what were we saying? Oh, RTS. Yes. RTS. Oh, we have plenty of drones now too. We could oops. It hasn't. Where is the shields? Shields, and combat. This one might get away from us. It might get away from us. Wait, not enough power. Oh, come on. That's not fair. That's not fair. Fleet pursuit doubles for 1 jump. So pluses and minuses. Pluses and minuses. Okay. You get over there. So RTS. But yes, there's a... Yeah, I'll have to... I keep looking when I look over that way and subsequently lose my tracking. Fix my tracking a little bit. And then adjusting my iPhone, which is sadly offset. Since I got my new monitor, I can't have it perched on the monitor anymore because it's up too high. But yes, retro RTS. Is Dawn of War considered retro? Because that had to be like 05? 06? Which would 20 years. Dang. And I bought the Dawn of War. I bought Dawn of War 1 like 3 times, I think. Twice? At least twice. At the physical box way back when. Then I bought it again on Steam at a big Steam sale because didn't want to install X number of discs over and over again. And Steam sales are way too way too handy. Way too handy. feel like one more power would be really nice. Oh yes, there are crazy mods for the Dawn of War. I played all of Dawn of War 1 and the DLC, or expansions. I think they called them expansions back in the day because they were their own, not self-contained, but they were definitely their own campaigns with extra units. Calling it DLC is almost a disservice. How much was packed into those. It was a full-on expansion pack. Dawn of War 2, same thing. Dawn of War 3 I never played. And one of my friends was like, that's okay. You don't need to play it. I remember being super buggy on launch. Wait, what is this? ASB allies. You arrive in the sector to see a small Federation outpost using their anti-ship battery, that's the ASB, to fire at automated drone. Debris from other ships is strewn around the area. It looks like the brunt of a battle is already over. You move in to assist. Expansions. Nice. Gold star. Expansions are pre-Oblivion horse armor. DLC is post-Oblivion horse armor. Yes. How much was the horse armor? It was not a small amount, was it? I'm gonna use my anti-drone drone. All right. Let's see. 1 and 3. Anti-drone drone's doing some work. Oh, is that all it was? I mean, still, it was a cosmetic. Oh, okay. Maybe we want to hustle this up a little bit. We can have 2 drones out at once now. But that missile's doing some work. ABS target locked, or ASB. Is it firing? Is it going to hit us by accident? Because that would suck. You scrap the wreckage. And you contact the station once the rebel ship is destroyed. The lone survivor responds, "This base is no longer safe. Let me join your crew, and I'll have the station's drones patch up your ship." Cool. Yeah. And we get another person. We have so many crew members. And we have Emma. So we have Mallet, El Nub, Mort, Jones, Ekman, Noemi, and Emma. And now we have to find somewhere to put everybody. Okay, I guess you can go over. And we have lots of dollaroos. Lots of dollaroos now. We just need to find a store, which, as I suspected, we probably won't in the hostile sector. So let's pile some more into shields. Ooh, but I don't want to spend any more than this because cloaking is 150. Yeah, but they used to make. No, I guess I will give live service that one thing. Yes, you're paying a subscription, but you get kind of continual DLC, right? At least when it's done right. You're getting more missions. I'm not talking about like MMOs where you're expected to get more stuff all the time anyways because you're playing with everyone and expanding worlds, etc., etc. But theoretically, if you're paying a monthly subscription, you should be getting a little bit more every month. Theoretically. Ideally, you get some more content. Okay, we have plenty of space now. I am hoping for a store, though. And intruders on board. How dare. How dare. Oh. This is always iffy. This is always super sketchy. A flushed and panicked rebel soldier has teleported on board. The rebel, who appears unarmed, repeatedly declares his peaceful intentions. It seems the rebel life has lost its charm. Let's risk it. I think if you have a slug crew member, they have telepathy. So they can detect if it's a trap or not. And it's a trap. The dishonorable rebel has deceived you. He damages your engines and steals your flight data before teleporting away. Attaboy. The fleet will be able to track you with ease, if they can't kill you now, that is. Fleet pursuit doubled for 1 jump and 3 damage to the hull. Well, that's the harsh part. That's the harsh part. Okay. Yeah, we got some intruders. Sadly, we can't just space them, so load them up. Okay. Put a little bit more in there. Give me a combat drone. Hey, we have enough power for everything now. And we definitely need to take out some of their stuff. Oops. There we go. Take out some of their stuff sooner than later. Sooner than later. Okay, come on, little dude. Take a break. The enemy ship appears to be powering its FTL. We can't have that. There, and they get out of there. They offer you some of their goods if you don't destroy their ship. They were dishonorable the last time around, but we will accept their offer. We will accept their offer this time. And we're going to wait for the little bit of healing. Now we definitely need a store. Looking back up at the games right here. You know, I would love to play like a long form RPG, whether like a JRPG or a computer one like Baldur's Gate. It's not necessarily computer, but a Western RPG, I should say. Like Baldur's Gate, the new one even. Or a bunch of the old ones I've got. I keep looking at the bookshelf over there where I have some of my physical copies. Yeah, that'd be nice to... You need to play it, but then, you know, and I've said this on stream before, I think it would just be hard, seeing I have such a limited amount of time. I mean, I'm only streaming twice a week, 2 hours each time, and one of those days is definitely always going to be something related to either art, so like 3D modeling, or the robot stuff. By robot stuff, I mean the Unity project or working on the robot itself, whether through CAD stuff or 3D modeling, maybe programming if I ever, you know, stay awake enough. So an RPG is kind of out, sadly. Sadly, an RPG is kind of off the table for that. Ooh, I could send a drone to distract the automated ship. Distract it from what? Your combat drone repeatedly fires at the automated ship. It can't break through its shields, but at least it's enough of a distraction to allow you to access the radar station. Okay. The firewalls prove too difficult to bypass. As you are about to disconnect, you stumble across unprotected information about the surrounding beacons. Your map is updated. I bet if you have hacking, that's not a problem. Ooh, speaking of Oblivion, it's getting a remaster soon. Didn't they already do Oblivion? Or was that a fan project? Or is this like a full-on remaster? I thought they did some kind of re-release or something with Oblivion. Hey, a store that we maybe we can reach. Federation encrypted signals being broadcast from a nearby planet. It could be a trap. We have plenty of crew members to sacrifice. I mean, send on an away mission. Oh, hey, look at that. You find a hidden Federation outpost, they message you, quick, we just got word from a sister outpost that they've been discovered by the rebels and are under attack. If you are still loyal to the Federation, go save them. Added a quest mark to your map. Let's go. It's probably nowhere near where I can go. It's way over there. I think I could do both. Let's try. The Sky Oblivion mod. Wait. The Oblivion remaster is still using what? 15-year-old? No. Yeah, like 14, 15-year-old engine. Ew. I mean, well, no, to be fair to them, they did, when they did the Legendary Edition, when they did the Skyrim Legendary Edition, it did look significantly better, but it's still ancient. Why don't they work on Elder Scrolls 6? There it is. Is this it? Is this the one? Dual shot laser more it fires after 3 volleys to seconds. This is it. Wait, I thought this was the Vulcan. Did they rename it, or is this must be a different weapon? Chain charge cap, faster charge. Faster charge. You know, we're not really doing this. I don't think this is the weapon that I was hoping for. Or not hoping for, that I was like lusting after this whole time. Would be nice though. And of course, this is the only store I've encountered without the cloaking device. We really should equip the swarm missiles at some point. We have a bajillion missiles to use. Boarding drone or anti-personnel drone? We are super weak against intruders. Boarding drone is so nice. It's like free havoc. Free. Welcome in, Ammo Troop 461. Yeah, I'm thinking boarding. I mean, we have a bajillion crew members, so if something happens to some of them, that's, you know, right. I'm still tempted to rock dual ion blasters. We might save that for the very end. Okay, can we make the quest? We should be able to make the quest. Yes. Okay. Should be good. But no, playing an RPG, man. When was the last time I played Skyrim? It's been a long time. I played it again a bit after the Legendary. I might be calling it wrong. Legendary Edition, is that when they re-released it with everything being very much prettier for the time? Oh, who's hacking? They're hacking. Of course they're hacking our drones. What else would they be hacking? If only I had the swarm missile equipped. Swarm missile. And they've got ions. Ooh, we might be hurting a little bit in this one. Let's let autofire do its work. No, just love RTS, love RPGs. Just have not had the time for them in recent years. Kids mostly. Oh well, that flat cannon is really doing a good job. All right. Yeah, I haven't really had a chance. Well, I should say I chose to not have the time to play a long RPG because we're doing this. We're streaming. We're working on funny little VTuber stuff and robot stuff. I have to stop saying, oh, I hope to have him ready for next week, because it keeps getting delayed and stuff just keeps happening. But I hope to have him ready for next week. A little bit of code tweaks. A little bit of code tweaks and putting the new connections in the right spots. The right spots that I now know will be the right spots. Because we are tested out the motor. It moves the neck just fine. It's got a lot of torque, so we shouldn't have the problem where it would be where the poor little motor wouldn't be able to handle the weight, or I should say the inertia of the robot's head moving back and forth. Because if you move a little too fast, it overloaded the little stepper motor. It's a decent sized stepper motor for what it is. So hopefully, by changing the gear ratio... Ooh. Wait, didn't we get Kara already? No, we got Emma. It's like the same quest we had last round. But hey, at least they repaired some hull too. And we have 1 billion crew members. There is a limit. There is a limit to how many crew members you can have. I don't know what that limit is, but we've got to be getting there. Oxygen, I suppose. Time to start sacrificing crew members. And we made it out without going to the danger zone. But yes, hopefully next Wednesday, because I want to kind of keep them to Wednesdays, and Mondays always seem to be super hectic. Ooh. Refill this vessel with fuel and I'll supply you with drones. I absolutely accept that offer. That is a amazing deal. Let's go. Not gonna be able to finish tonight because I gotta wrap up. Probably only have like another half an hour. This has been going quite nicely. You know what? We'll do one last mission, right? That's putting up a flag right there, isn't it? We'll do one last mission and then we'll retire. Hey, we actually dislodged them from being stuck in rocks. You fire a few volleys into the rock and it starts to shudder and break apart. Without shields, the pirate ship takes a beating but eventually pulls free. They thank you for your assistance. The pirates thank us for assistance. And we are rich. We are super rich. We're going to end on a high note. We are going to end that on a high note. We are super rich. We're doing great. We're having a good time. This was a good stream. It was a good stream. Again, sad that the robot couldn't make it. For those of you who are new here and wondering... Oh, hey, we got the trailer going too. Oh, geez. We don't need the trailer going right now. Trailer. We normally have a robot. So here's a placeholder image, stock footage, as you can see from myself. And Winamp in the corner, which is not currently playing. We normally have a robot. When he is available, he has a new neck now. A different motor, new neck. He's controlled by the same VTuber same motion controls at least, that power the VTuber version of me over here, the digital version. And that moves a physical robot around. Well, and you can see on the very edge of the screen, that is the bookshelf I kept staring at to see what games I had over on the bookshelf. But yes, this was a fun stream. Let's see if I can get the right scene. Aha, this is the right stream. Okay. But yes, no, this was a fun game tonight. I think I'm going to, not as a cop-out, but as a fallback, as a default cozy game when I just having a rough day and don't want to start some big new project. I think we might relax with some FTL. I think that sounds like a swell idea. But yes, next Monday will be our next session. So, yep, next Monday, 8 p.m. just like usual. And we'll be working on probably the Unity project. Yes. Probably the Unity project. We got to get that More shenanigans. We need more shenanigans. We had some fun stuff going on with, well, stuff included. Some fun stuff going on Monday with the programming and such. All right. Let us go say hi to... Who should we go say hi to? Let's go drop in and say hi to Dead Sun. It looks like they're going to be playing some Repo. Oh, are playing some Repo. Let's go start a raid. We have a raid message. Yep, there we go. We have the raid message. And, yeah, so next week we'll either be playing pay attention to the socials, and we'll say it'll be whatever game I say it'll be on the socials. Otherwise, maybe FTL, maybe some vintage game of RTS or not. I think RTS and simulations, not The Sims, but like simulation type games, strategy type games. Because I feel like I can carry on a conversation and play the game at the same time. Easier than I would be with like a FPS or something like that. Plus, I just like those genres. I enjoy them. All right. So let's go say hi to Dad Son. Pester him while he's playing some Repo. And we'll see you all next week. Or check out the YouTube stuff. But short of some shenanigans from last week. All right. Later, all.